Hello everyone, welcome to Satisfactory. This is Maker Gaming, coming with another weird episode for the art and design playlist. So, I wouldn't recommend this episode to everybody. It's kind of weird. I'm not really progressing in milestones or anything like that. I'm just messing around with hexagons, and this is the stuff we end up with. So, if you want to see someone just kind of figuring out the process, stay tuned. If not, I'm going to compile all this into like a tips video for that honeycomb wall and triangles, those roofs, things like that. So stick around or I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Okay, today I kind of want to work with hexagons. Maybe for an upcoming tower, something. I've always wanted to have the hexagon uh, in the game, and I've never attempted it, so I'm going to kind of look into the angles a little bit and see if we can either blueprint something or just make it in general and come up with some rules for it. Uh, and we'll see if I succeed. Figured we'd do it in the green fields. It's kind of where we worked with a lot of geometric type blueprints. What's the angle between each turn of a foundation? I've heard it's 5. I think I've heard 3 before too, but we need a full answer. So I think the way to get that would be, how many clicks does it take to go to the next? Alright, so I could turn 18 times across the 90 degrees. 18 and 5 is 90, so it's true. So every 5 degrees. Do we want to use the circle to make the hexagon, or do we want to use the angles and the lengths? See how easy that would be. Every angle in a hexagon is 120 degrees. Well, I guess an equilateral hexagon. So, what options do we have for making 120 degree angles in this game? I don't know. Let's think about it. Let's try. I don't even know where to start exactly. Let's say, I guess, let's say we want this corner. How do we go about making the next corner 120 degrees out? Let's think about what options we do have with our normal placements. With that, you get a 45 degree angle at the point. And I could imagine blueprint or barriers being a way to get this set up. But what would that be? That would be 45 and 90. So 135, we'd need to get rid of 15 degrees. Okay, well, let's see. What are these arcs in anyway? 1, 2, 3. Those are in 15. Oh shit, did we just figure it out? That might be a short episode. That's it. That's 120 degrees. That's super easy. Okay, let me see if I can actually... I could probably make that in the blueprint. No problem. This could be going way better than I thought it was going to go. Alright, so let's see if that works. Once again, it would be... That's 135, so that's 120. Same with here. 90 angle of the foundation, 45 of that. Then we drop that to 120. Put the block in, delete the spacer, or well, we don't have to do that. Man, truly the best Hexagons we basically just have to do it a couple more times. I can't believe it was this easy all along. So this should be the last one. Man, we are done. Episode over. That's really all I wanted. I mean, this, well, okay, what would the next problem come about? Would maybe be on extension? So let's save this blueprint and let's see how you would use it out in the wild. And actually, if we want, we could solve zooping. I'm sorry, Z-fighting. I actually got this from Bed Plays Games. I was watching one of his old tip videos. And apparently, you could just do that. And that gets rid of Z-fighting. So let's do that a few times. Since this template's going to go out in the world. Oh, is that our only one we can see? Hexagon seed? Works for me. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, I hate descriptions and such. We got any hexagons in these pictures? Alright, technically that's a hexagon. Where do we want to place this? Alright, we got a little platform to screw around on. Missing concrete. Who would have thought? I'll be right back. Alright, so how would we extend this? My first thought is to just go out on all sides and then go perpendicular to that, see where they meet, see if we can get something attached. Now, the point of this is to, you know, have something we can do for large buildings, but I think a 7 by 7 by whatever is good for now. Let's just figure out the rules. Alright, if we were extremely, extremely lucky, we could come up with... No. Let's cross them, see where our perfect point would be. Alright, so there's our perfect point for... Yeah, let's see if this works. That's our perfect point to expand out from. It's not quite there, but let's say it was there. We went 1, 2. Or actually, would we go right on it? Okay, that might have done it actually. It's close. I guess let's see how close. Alright, so that's how much it's off by. So that wasn't exactly to that piece, that was just coincidental it was that close. Should have known hexagons wouldn't be this. Oh! Alright guys, I just figured it out. Man, should I even have this video? Just watching me figure out pointless stuff? Okay, so the answer is, I mean, the easy thing, right, is making that corner. So, I mean, that's the solution for making a large one too, right? Let me just, as an example, we'll just make one real quick. Now that we figured it all out. Alright, what did we say? That's 135, so go in one angle. Double the barrier. Okay, so that's our new spot. The only thing that I think will be hard with this method is that you're not designing from the center, you're designing from an edge. So let's just say, what, 10 each time? No. Seven each time. If I'm smart, I'll be time-lapsing this right now. Alright. Problem solved. That's alright. Makes for an easy episode. See if we can learn anything else about him. Hey, I got real close to centering over this one. Maybe not. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is center. That's something to think about. That's fun. Do I fit? If it fits, I sits. Alright, nothing to hexagons. Now what can we make with it? Have to come up with something so that you can actually put things down easier. Unless, I guess, you actually want to put things down in hex fashion. I mean, perfect opportunity for, like, fuel generators. I guess that's why people do it all the time on Reddit. You know, maybe we see what else we can do. Let's see what else we can do with the hexagon. Maybe a new one? Or maybe the blueprint. It's a good name. So the other thing we can do with a hexagon, a perfect hexagon, is get perfect triangles. We can get 6 equilateral triangles out of this, as long as we can do, yes. That looks exact. They're even going in that direction. Should have done this in the blueprint. Now, I guess the question is, could we connect them to make a grid floor of perfect triangle pieces? I don't know. Good to know it all connects right, though. I just put a few out. Let's see about a different material. Differentiate them a little bit. Alright, we got small and large. Let's do a 2-meter one. Let's do a 2 foundation one, excuse me. Go a little bit higher than that. So give me a second. Let's get a glass roof in here. Is that something? Not really. Or actually, that is something. We missed one. That looks nice enough. Put that in the middle of a roof. Hello. That's cool. I think this could easily enough be a tower. Actually, let's see. I think our best bet is to get one off each of these. Like that. What would it look like if we did one off of each of these centers? It would be that. That's not really anything. I don't think. That's not especially pleasing. Piss off, hog. It's interesting enough. And if we can find a good point where these go together well, we could do a lower hexagon. Alright. That's our lower hexagon as well now. This is bullshit. So you're out of here with your nonsense. Oh, you son of a bitch. So now we're checking if either of these layers connect well. Doesn't look like those do. It's not too much overlapping, but let's see what these would look like. What could we do here? Could we get a beam to support a pillar dead center of this? I can't tell. I don't know if that's center or not. So it does not appear so. That's too bad. Alright, I guess that's how you screw around with hexagons. Alright, I think we proved we could get our way around a hexagon build if we wanted to. And then a while back, blueprint episode, I think it was like 61 or something. I started on this too. This has real potential as a wall. If I can remember how to make it, it looks like 5 meters. So I was just going diagonal looking for that 5 meter if that's indeed the right length. There's a 5. I think the way to ensure that's correct is do default and see if it goes through them all. And in the middle of an autosave. Okay, so yeah, that is right. See if I can get the, oh, I can't get the concrete because this one's not raised. That's probably why I was redoing it over here. You know, this one might be a decent start. Let's go mess with it. Honestly, I just put this footage in because I love when the sky is this color. And this was me messing around on camera and realizing I liked it, so hitting record. But it's really just taking that 2x2 hexagon and using some ramps, the double-ended ramps, and then putting walls and the ramp walls on it, and you end up with these really cool looking shapes down here. This is just some of the work. Just adding stuff at random just to see what looks good.
I almost beat it here. I almost beat it and died.
Alright, this looks okay. Probably should have been where I stopped. Kept getting a little more and more ridiculous. But the idea stands. Make some cool shapes underneath especially. And this is just moving back to the tower, just adding different versions of that star pattern over there. I just keep wanting to do stuff. So I started over here as just placing every third. I'm sorry, every other one. So we got 3 of the 6. And I was making single hexagons on each of these, and I'll continue that real quick and I'll be back. And then I'm thinking with those points, you can now get a perfect equilateral triangle as well. So that's awesome. Okay, so we have our 2-sided hexagons in these 3 alternating edges, corners. And with that, where's our far back point would be here. Yes. So we want to go to each of these and mark them. So close. Thankfully, as long as you point it where it needs to go, it'll go in the correct spot, so we can finish it off there. So that works. I'm happy with that knowledge. Now, how to fill this in, I don't know. Not going to be a perfect fill-in, right? I think the best you could do is get a wall, and those will lay up on a beam. So put that to its edge. See what a foundation would do against that. And you're coming out of your cage. Ha. Coming past the beam. So how to fill it in, I don't know. Actually, I do know. Could beam it. Looks like they're connecting a lot better now. I don't know what was up with that front piece. Alright, now we know we can make a perfect triangle. Score. And what about, these are 5 meter to a side. Could we do a different size? I wanted to know that. Like, let's see, what about a 10? What is our best 10 angle? 10 is too big. How about 8? Let's try that 806. Can we get the 806 again? Not bad. And here we'll call it 8. Here we'll call it 806. Where are you? Alright, so there are different sizes we could find that work. This being one of them. Alright, there's some proof you can do it at a larger size. Let me try and cover those up like I did the others with the concrete. We'll see how that looks. So the process is you just point it at the edge, hold control, and that lets you tilt it. You want to line those up as best as they'll go. And then you come off that side, and you want to do it from both sides. Oh, you got abstract there. You want to do it from both sides, so you want to do it from this edge too. And just make sure you're getting the right, is that the right connection? Yes. And that's just going to help you in the corners. That'll help everything match up nice and end where it's supposed to. If you come in from the other end, it won't do that. And that's how I did this if I didn't explain it earlier. It's the same process. It's a lengthy process. I haven't figured out how to do it exactly yet in blueprints. So it's a lot of work. So yeah, that's how you can do any size, I guess. This one doesn't quite look like that angle that's a little long. But you get the idea. Let me finish this wall up. It's not too bad because it's such big pieces. So that completes the pyramid. And then, I don't know, for some reason, I just decided to start making this partition. I don't know, I was thinking of the steel beams maybe. Rewatching, I have no idea why I'm using this method of going in a circle. That is not efficient. But yeah, that's done. And of course, I run out of steel beams on the last beam. Alright, so I've taken hours on this episode. What am I doing? Why am I still messing around? It's a lot of fun. We made little towers at the 3 corners. We got the triangle. We brought that out as, I don't know, triangular pyramid shape. Then we brought steel beams down because I was thinking steel beams. We did our diagonal. Oh, there's a lot of holes in this floor. We did our beams on the angle. Not perfect, but still looks really good. And then here we did a bigger version. I think these are the 8 meter by 8 meter. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. This is the 5 meter, but without the turn. And then we'll do that same thing over here. So what I was thinking was for these other two, maybe we try and do a different hexagonal theme. So this is where I'm at. I did 48 here. 48 and 22. So what I was thinking is maybe we can use that halfway mark to see, like 5 is going to be too small probably, but if that was 5 then the total would be 10. So let's see where the 10 mark. Okay, that is not a hexagon. So we try again. What would 6 meters be? 6 meters would be 12. Okay, see that's looking. Um, let's see how that looks. Wait, which one did we do? The 1166? Okay. Alright, then that should be 12, if everything was right. Hell yeah, we got another hexagon. Damn. Alright, how about we try this size? And how about metal? Alright, that should do it. And we just gotta figure out that top. That does not look good. That looks better. We'll just have to leave it. Price of doing business. Just to show off that the square hexagon, that's the first time we've showed it this episode. That is the first thing I came up when I was doing this design, which would be right here. So yeah, it's got a lot of potential. Geometry. I'm laughing. This was supposed to be like a 10-15 minute episode, and I just can't stop screwing around. Oh, I had an idea. I don't know if I can do it now. This is fun. Congratulations to all the congratulations to all of y'all that made it this far. Thanks for always watching. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you soon. That's Fever Dream. This is cool though. That's why I was gonna do the roof. A lot of design ideas here, guys. All in the same building. Alright, I had a thought. Let's try that thought out. Alright, I had an idea for my thumbnail for the video, so I'm gonna clear up a little bit of this, make it nice and tidy, then I'll get started. Alright, so first we need to start with a medium-sized hexagon. Looks like we can get to about here without disturbing anything. How many blocks is that? It's about 10. Alright, so for the thumbnail, I want a staircase. We want to move it 1 block over in both directions. You know what, if we're going to do it, let's do it right. We will go to architecture, frame floors. They say 0.5 in the description, but they're actually 0.4, and we can actually use them as stairs. So let's go with that. Alright, so we're going to bring that in. Frame floor. And if we do that, will that leave the pattern? It will. Do we want the pattern? Can it looks like I can delete it. Yeah, we'll leave it for now. Alright. Alright, Bean, with that done, we just put one on top. Are you even watching? And you put one on bottom. That's our step. And we repeat for all the corners. And then we zoop those out towards the middle. Alright, so that's the half from that side. Now we gotta go and actually do the work. But it's easy enough. Shit, that's not right. One of these is off somehow. Is it this one? Damn thing's uneven. It is what it is. We're going to end up with a 2x2 on the top. So we're just going to have to hope we can fix that. Oh, sorry. Welcome back. I've been working on this. I don't know what episode I'm going to put it in. But I did realize on the start I messed up one corner. So if you kind of look at it from the bottom, you see how they're all straight? That means that's a good corner. You come over here, those look good. That one did not come out right. So from that 1 meter block being incorrect here, that is now propagated into something funky over there, which throws the whole thing off from above. From the side, I'm still okay with it, and from the front, I believe it's still perfect. So I'm going to finish it. Because I one up, one over, put that one back. Then we lay these two on top. Delete these two. Put these going down and delete the guide block. And then connect from either side. And we're going to do this until these 2.5 blocks currently become 2 blocks. Then we'll move on to the next layer. And you just continue the pattern from here, and because we're doing it exactly here, and every time we're going 1 meter in, 1 meter up, that's why at least the front 3 are perfect. And that's probably as good as I already tell you where we went wrong. Well, not where we went wrong, but how you can tell we went wrong is that should meet in the middle. So in those terms, it's actually not that off. Alright, to finish this up, we got to start by figuring out how to get the 2x2 centered. I keep calling it a 2x2, but you know what I mean. 2 foundations per side. You know what, we might end up leaving this exposed, but for now, let's just see here. I know I did want to do the glass roof that we made. And rather than use the black walls like I did on the other few examples, I'm going to use glass, I think. Hold control to replace barriers. That damn near looks like a diamond from above. Yep, we're leaving that. We probably don't want the glass any. Actually, we do need the glass some more. Idiot. Unless they'll go off, let's see. No, why don't you work? You suck. Just go up. It's cool. I hope I don't regret getting rid of these, but we're getting rid of these. Yeah, see, look how cool his shapes you can get just by doing some polygons. That's a very simple build. Alright, so I'm thinking chandelier on top using inclines, beams, and signs. But below that, I do still want to try the nut. And to do that, I think we need beams. I tried to find the center earlier. It's not dead center. There's nothing we can do about it. And even worse than that is there's no center to an odd number. I mean, you can't get 5 across coming off this main beam. Well, maybe we can go. Never mind, I just figured that out. No, I didn't. Yeah, so the problem is if this is my middle point, we can only go 1 meter out increments, and we need to go 2.5 out. So let's see if we can get one with 6, even though I'm used to working with 5. Yeah, it just doesn't look as good without. How would it look if we brought it out for each of the sides? We need the 583. I mean, that's not going to look much better. At least we'll get the points, though. That'll work. Okay. So you can at least see the detail of the point. Yeah, that looks alright. Now what? Now we just need the top. And we need the center point again. Just going to bring it up. What trippy is that? Too trippy? We'll see. But let's also get the ramps going. So the idea behind this whole section over here was I wanted to do something of a thumbnail for the tips video that I'll do later, and I wanted to show all the different things. So that's why we got that hex in the middle, we got the stairs, and then over here it's just full experimenting just with inclines, getting those geometric patterns down there, lining up the beams, lining up the lights, or the signs as lights. Just making something that shows what you can learn. And then, yeah, this is just Bean. Bean loved this little sculpture. He was here all the time. Lots of pictures of him. But yeah, that's it. I can't believe I'm gonna guess 15 of y'all make it this far. This is a weird one. I'm gonna get back. I know we're doing the cave, we're doing the Titan Forest, but we're gonna start doing milestones. We're gonna start progression again next episode. I'm excited to get over there. Thanks for watching.